The input required to build a seven-figure company is a complete different structure operation than running a six-figure company. That's why in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how I scaled my company from 6 to 7 figures within 1 month. July 2023, making $23,000 in cash collected in euros, and then August, making $83,000, 60K added within under 30 days. And you'll get clear after this video on how to 10x to 20x, on average, I would say 15x your progress by implementing the metrics that I will show you here today. If you're not making any money right now, if you're making under 6 figures a year, realistically, this video wouldn't add any value to you because you're not at the stage where you could consume the content that I'm creating for you right now to make sure that you effectively use the information that I give you. So building a seven-figure company requires different types of input, right? Compared to a six-figure company. And that is exactly the reason why I show you the components that has helped me to scale to a sufficient level where I have a perfect balance of living my life, building and creating a lot of liquid cash flow with these 3 variants that I will be showing you in today's video, because these metrics is literally what allowed me to scale instantly. And the growth that you will experience while implementing these strategies is ridiculous because nobody's talking about this stuff, right? And as you guys know, I share all the value away for free all the time. So what are these scaling techniques that is required to build such a company with infinite speed? Because the most important thing is that we achieve things fast. If I wouldn't be able to build my company up from a 0 to 6 figures a month within a time span of under 7 months, the chances that you would listen to me right now is very low. So speed means that speed and speed in communication towards the market is extremely valuable because the winner is always the fastest. And that's a very important aspect, right? So when we talk about horizontal scaling, right, this is one thing I want you to understand. Decentralize and distribute spend across multiple dimensions. What I mean by that is the input that it requires to build a six-figure company is consistent, is linear. For a seven-figure company, it's exponential. And that is exactly why you right now feel the pain of if you spend more money on ads, if you do more outreaches, you don't feel an exponential increase at this specific point, right? Because the more money you spend on ads, the lower the ROAS will be. Normally, whenever you have low scaling seasons, and you will increase an insanely high ROAS. Whenever you spend 50 day bucks on ads, you spend 15 to like 3K, 1500 to like 3K a month on ads. You'll get like, bro, you can get like a 20, 30, 50x ROAS. But the more you scale in terms of proportion towards what you spend, right? The lower ROAS you will generate. And in today's video, I'll show you the system of how to solve this specific problem, right? At the same time, comparative skills. So rank, order, and constant sum. The way you structure your offer and the perceived value that you bring and give and express towards the market, well, this is like insane because this will literally be dependent on the amount of sales you make. The amount of sales you make has nothing to do with the amount of clients you have. It's about the way you market your offer and the perceived value that your prospects and your audience receives and the expectation that they get while you communicate your offer, right? Because you have a certain perception of me. You have a view of me. You think, yo, fuck, I like Nik. Nik is a cool dude. I want to see his content. Or you think, yo, Nik is an asshole. I don't like him at all, right? And then you're probably going to click off right now. So there are different variables. There is a perspective. And perspective is important, bro. Perspective is insanely important because that is what the baseline is of what the market will make decisions on, right? Compared to buying your offer, working with you, supporting you, giving you engagement towards your YouTube, Instagram, etc., right? So how do we build the systems and infrastructure? The most important thing is that people like variety, right? Whenever you currently have people working in your company, normally a seven-figure company runs on these 5 people mainly and 1 added content member. So we have a setter, we have another setter, we have a closer, we have an operator. I don't know why it's doing this. That's weird. We have a setter, closer, operational manager, and a founder, right? That's the team operation of a 7-figure healthy info product company, realistically, okay? So besides that, people like variety. Systems absolutely dislike that. It's a different type of motion, right? It's a different type of source that you leverage because you either leverage systems or you leverage an actual human, right? So the input required towards making the performing activities as efficient as possible is by making sure that you let the systems prepare everything, build all the preparation work, and do all the constant flows so that the humans, the people that work within your company, they do the input, they do what is required to do and what is expected from them to do on a daily basis 90% of the time, right? You don't want humans, A players, growth specialists that work within your company to do scheduling work, to do build or systematize roadmaps of what needs to be created, to source, right? Source leads, source acquisition systems, source certain mechanisms within the sales funnel. That doesn't make any sense. So when you can let the system do all the repetitive bullshit work, the performance of your A players will increase tremendously. The moment I started to realize how to efficiently build a team is the moment I realized I scaled to 7 figures a year extremely fast. The performing activities, the labor does the most important specific work that automations and systems cannot do, then the automations need to do their role. The robots need to perform. So the people within your company can do the most insane work, can be in deep work, can be in fucking, holy shit, they can grind for hours and hours and hours without any obstacles, without any inefficiencies, because it's solved by the systems. So the reason why people always see a big difference between systems and people is because they don't understand how to integrate it together, how to build a system that is not a system or is not a person. It's a combination of an ecosystem, right? And that is exactly what requires people to scale from 6 figures. Because with 6 figures, you only need some systems or you only need some people. You can make 10 sales of 10K, right? And you're at 6 figures a year. That's not how it works with 7 figures. A complete different level of operation, right? So how does the team operation look like? You have a setter, closer, operational manager, and a founder. So that is the team structure. The team structure runs the funnel, right? That is literally the input that is required. Offers, let's don't talk about offers, let's don't talk about sales, let's don't talk about team. The main two things that a 7-figure company requires, trust me, is acquisition, getting money into the business, and fulfillment. Making sure that well-spent money by customers is fulfilled on. They're happy. They want to spend more money on you. That's the only reason, the only thing that matters whenever you want to build a 7-figure company, an 8-figure company, a 9-figure company, any fucking company, any business. So whenever these 5 components don't get attention at the same time, the system won't work and you will never be able to scale to 7 figures. This offer system needs to get 100% attention every single fucking day. Same with the acquisition system, same with the fulfillment system. So the reason and how you can capitalize on the fact of doing that is by hiring an operational manager. You need to give up a part of the profit. When you're not willing to give away a part of the profit by creating leverage, right? So that means not leveraging your direct input, but leveraging other people's direct input. Whenever you hire one person, you don't have 24 hours in a day. You have 48 hours in a day. Boom. Let's fucking go. That's exactly what we need, right? Because that gives up a part of the profit, but that allows you to scale. Do you rather make $1 million a month and make 800K in profit, or do you rather make 500K a month with 100% profit? There you go, right? So time and efficiency, very important asset that most people cannot learn because they are employees in their own business. Most people, you're an employee in your own business at this specific point. Most of the time, most 6-figure companies are, right? So whenever this is 100%, this gets 100% attention by the operational manager. The closer takes care of the fucking sales, closes deals, let's fucking go. The setter, boom, another 10 appointments in, 100% attention as well. The acquisition is sorted. The offers, the founder here is working on the offers consistently, improving market research, building better offers, creating better outlines, everything. And we're going to talk about offer in a bit, about pricing. Like this system will allow you to make 2x the money you're making instantly from tomorrow, because it's a very good trick. Marketing, market research, closing deals, team synergy. The team synergy is, of course, the founder. The founder is the leader. The leader is the person that needs to make sure progress gets tracked and gets sustainably made by putting the right people in the right places and putting the right systems in the right places. So whenever that's done, the funnel required input is done. Outreach, doing by the setter, ads, run by any other person in the company, the content by the editor, delivery operation by the operational manager, the accountability, the communication, also by the client success manager, right? And then ultimately you can upsell people. So that's the scaling slash ascension process, right? So let's walk through this, right? Rank order and constant sum. What does that even mean? What is it required? How do we actually make money instantly, 2x from tomorrow? And I gotta be honest, building a team system, it requires some time. You're not gonna make more money by doing and implementing certain structures today, for you to make more money or get more output tomorrow. Doesn't make any sense. But I do, and I can guarantee you that whenever you follow this system and you'll preach this fact towards speaking to your prospect in a sales call tomorrow, you'll close him and you'll make double the amount of money. So how does it work to build, how do you build a six-figure company? It's just sales, it's selling, and you'll make money, right? You have an 8K offer, it's a six-figure operation, right? That is basically what people do. Hey, listen, Nick, it's awesome that you're here. Okay, what is your offer? My offer is 8K. Perfect. You want it or you don't want it. Doesn't matter how good you are at sales. There's not a lot of perceived value increase there. What do seven-figure companies do? It's increasing the perceived value. So, for example, what if I present you this offer? Hey, you know what's up, John? Listen, my offer is 16K, but you only pay $8,000 up front. Whenever you make the rest of the money, whenever you make $16,000 in profit total working with me, you'll pay the other 8K. You literally make more if you can deliver client results and you increase the perceived value. This has so many upwards potential compared to running this operation because it's just like 8K. You just say 8K. There's no perceived value. There's no performance based. There's nothing. People don't get the spark of emotion of like, wow, this guy is charging a lot. It's just 8K, right? So what is another approach that you need to take? Building different offers. People always tell me, Nick, I want to keep it simple. I want to build one offer. Obviously. But if you want to increase the perceived value, you should have more offers. Because let's say you put all your marketing towards the higher tier offer. That is the only product and the system and the outcome, right? The offer that you market. I only market one offer, right? There's just one clear offer that I give towards the market. But what happens if you have a mid-tier or a lower tier offer? So you can instantly downsell people. Hey, listen, you know what, John? My offer is 10K. I cannot afford that. Cool. What other options do we have? Oh, you don't have 5K. Okay, let's dive into the 2K offer, right? That is a perception that you can give people. And the most important thing, this is all mindset, because you increase the perceived value of the customer. You increase it from their perspective. That is the only thing we're doing here. Nothing increases within the fulfillment. The only thing that becomes better here is that the prospects and people think they get a better deal. Exactly how Amazon works. Exactly how all the big companies works. How Netflix works, right? And then, of course, with smaller ticket products. But downsell is extremely important. So whenever you implement these two things, you're going to make double the amount of sales, right? By leveraging these aspects. Because you increase marketing perspective. You don't increase the backend at all, right? But you just make more sales, right? And this is a completely fair and transparent approach because you increase the perceived value. So you rank from 6, now immediately you go into 7 figures. So what does it require to be able to scale a company consistently? It'll be very frustrating whenever you spend, let's say, 10,000 on ads, but then you only get 40 back, 30 back. The more you spend, the less money you get back. So how do we solve this problem? I have one simple fix for you, and that is what I will be explaining you right here, because there is a solution for that. And most people do think that's not, but that's the reason why my client results are insane, and that's exactly the reason why the people that work with me get results fast, because we make money-driven decisions towards an aspect of understanding how we build, scale, profit, and repeat, right? And most people are not capable of building such systems extremely fast. I was talking about this specifically in the beginning, right? Decentralize and distribute spend across multiple platforms and dimensions. Spending $100, making 1,000 back. You're not going to spend 10,000 or 1,000 here and you're going to make 10,000 back, because this will go back. Trust me, this will go back to like 50, 50,000. You're going to spend 100 that gives you that 10x outcome that you want. But now you're going to multiply this by creating these different aspects, different ad accounts, different outreach mechanisms, everything differently. So this is the way I increase my ROAS while still scaling. Because most people in the market are always asking me the question, how the fuck do you get a 20 to 30x ROAS while spending 5 to 10K per month on ads? That is ridiculous, bro. Most people cannot do that because they don't understand the importance of leveraging multiple dimensions. And this is no matter if it's a content system, no matter if it's an ad system or any other lead source that you need to leverage. Guys, listen, this is a very important system to leverage what most people are not capable of doing. Whenever you want to get to Dubai, you want to travel the world, you want to build a sufficient company that just gives you $100,000 a month plus in cash flow. Reach out to my Instagram, book in a call in the description, because this is needed. We can all make millions within the market, right? And the most important thing is, I talked about this in another video. What is the reason why inefficiency is being created and people descale? So like scaling to $100,000 a month, it's so easy. But staying and maintaining that 100K a month, it's not easy. And that's exactly why you should build consistency within the business, right? So the way you build, because this is like such like, you know, like wait, Jan was 100,000. So let's say Jan, you made $100,000 a month. How do you maintain this within February? So the way we talked about this, the solution towards this is this operation, building a proper team. Because whenever the input on acquisition is here, you'll get the sales, you'll make the 100K. But at the same time, you can fulfill. But at the same time, you can make content because you have team members fulfilling for these fucking tasks. So you don't have to do it yourself. Whenever you do it yourself, you make 100K in Jan. You say, fuck, oh, in February, I have too many clients I need to fulfill right now. Who's going to make the sales? Who's going to close the deals? Who's going to do the outreach? Nobody, so you make no money. So the input towards scaling a company consistently like that is needed with team members instead of going to the top and then going all back down. It's not going to work out, guys. It's not going to work out. So give yourself that flexibility. Give yourself the opportunity to give away a piece of the pie to hire team members, hire systems, and implement systems, and hire the best A players in the market, because we are all here to make fucking millions, and we could, but we got to do it right. We got to do it with the right intention. We got to do it with giving people amazing client results and building excellent ascension processes where the backend ultimately just generates more than the front end. Imagine that fucking, bro. Like I was talking about that with my friend. Imagine your backend generating more than your front end. I'm going to get to that point. And that is ridiculous. Nobody in the market is doing that. There's not a single system where the backend, I'm not talking about ecom products, I'm talking about info products. Nobody in the backend generates more money than in the front end monthly, right? That's ridiculous. Whenever I can build that system, I'll be the first in the market to be able to build that system because clients are happy. So guys, book in a call in the description right now. I appreciate the time that you took towards watching this video. And I like absolutely appreciate that you took the time to watch this video for so long. That means you're a loyal, probably a prospect, probably interested in buying. So book in a call in the description. Reach out to me on Instagram and then we'll speak soon. See you guys later. Bye-bye.